SA's VUCA rugby program in the Falka region recently received a welcome donation from the Australian-based Boots for Africa organisation, which brought along a special delivery of boots and balls donated by Boots for Ben, in memory of a young deceased Australian rugby player.
The initiative for today, there's a lady in Australia, her name is Dayla Shaw. It's a very, very sad story for us. Her son was a rugby player. Back in 2016, he was in the gym and he was all by himself. He was lifting weights. Sadly, the weights dropped on him and killed him. His biggest dream was to come to South Africa and firstly coach and secondly hand out boots to the kids in South Africa. And unfortunately, he never made it. This year would have been his 18th birthday. So part of today is in remembrance of Ben Shaw, to say happy birthday, Ben. We know that you are looking down on us. All of this is for you today. I know that your mom would love to have come. She wanted to come, but unfortunately due to COVID, she wasn't able to make it. So today is all the boots that we'll be handing out today is the boots Dayla collected for us, handed them over to Sarah for Boots for Africa in Australia and shipped them across here. And obviously we're here to spend time with the boys today to be able to hand out Ben's boots. Last year, Mandela Day, we were out in Alexandra and we did an initiative there with the Springbok Legends, and we saw the impact that it had with the kids that side. So obviously Boots for Africa is not just soccer boots, it's rugby boots at the same time. So when we had a whole lot more boots coming in this year again, we contacted the Legends and said to them, we've got a whole lot of boots, and they immediately put their hands up and said, we've got the VUCA kids out in Springs this time, can we come out this side? And that's why we're here today. We know that rugby boots are, it's the basic of basic equipment for anybody to be able to play with. If they don't have rugby boots, they can't play. So this is making dreams come true here today by being able to give back to the community, by being able to give boots to the young players here. And this is going to be our future stars. This is our future Springboks. This is where they come from. You know, so any part that we can play in it, for us is absolutely amazing to be a part of it.
I think there's no brainer. If we talk about rugby, you need to have obviously you know the rugby ball, and of course, I mean the key thing, you need to have boots, the ones that you need just to play with. I mean, Boots for Africa, they've done a tremendous job, just knowing very well that there's a need in South Africa, especially for disadvantaged kids, to make sure that they do get this. It's not the first time. That's one thing that I like, because I mean they've been really just being very instrumental, just in conjunction with us. SA Rugby Legends as well. There's been some very just good jobs that have been happening, you know, just amongst all these locations here. Well, today we're here at East Range. It's the first time I've been in Kwa Themba, so I'm actually quite excited, because I was like, wow, I've never been this side, but all of a sudden I'm finding myself right in the middle of it.
We got the opportunity for rugby boots to be handed out to the kids. We were lucky to get into level 1 and be able to do this today. Otherwise we would have to go to different schools. Today there's 180 boots that gets handed out to do this, as well as some rugby balls. And we're just getting the kids back into this again and doing some skills, because it's been a long year, it's been a tough year.
To Ben Shaw's motto, I'm going to wear his boots with proudness. Thank you, Ben Shaw, for the shoes. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben Shaw, for the shoes. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for the rugby boots we got. We really appreciate it, and we're really going to need it. So that's why we're so grateful and so thankful for what they've done for us.
So to be honest, it does motivate me when I see the legends on the TV playing, because I also want to be like them. I want to improve my skill and push out with my talent and work hard, put some effort too. Thank you.
This is a message to you, Dayla. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you very much for collecting boots for us. We know that this is in honor of Ben. So Ben is here today. He is part of this initiative. His spirit will live on in the lives of Boots for Africa and in the lives of all the kids that are here today. So from our side, thank you very, very much, Dayla. Keep sending the boots and we will keep distributing them for you.
Yeah, this rugby clinic is unbelievable. I finished my matric in Springs. So yeah, except bringing guys in here, especially to show them the rugby in Kwa Themba, is unbelievable. We have to grow the sport, and you know, it gives young boys and girls opportunities for careers after school.
The VUCA players also got to spend time fine-tuning their passing skills with the team from Shadow Ball.
One hand. Yo, you guys have got all my tricks today. So everyone got it right. Okay, so the benefit of a shadow ball is that you can use it to practice your passing and catching on your own. You don't need a friend. If you're that guy who wants to take his skills to the next level, you can do this at your home now, or you can share it with your friends to upskill your whole team.
We formed a partnership last year already with Shadow Ball to help us upskill the kids.
Being passionate about rugby and always wanting us to succeed as South Africans, we know that skills and passing and catching are the most important part of the game. And always envied the soccer players with their skill, you know, being able to balance the ball on top of their head, and wanted to try and get rugby to be like even more skillful. With your hands, yes, the ball goes where your hand goes. Okay, now we want to talk about how you get the ball to spin. Okay, so do you need one hand or two hands to spin the ball? One hand.
With the Shadow Ball, specially designed for that skills and passing skills especially. So we formed a partnership, and during lockdown, myself and Gary had long conversations, and we trying to set up a better upskilling of the kids, of the players, both male and female players, so that when we start next year, we will be able to have skills there, and we can focus then just on game plan instead of just skills. So if we can work together with Shadow Ball, then we can upskill them.
Okay, so it's been a good day, and we managed to identify 5 individuals who really showed a want to learn some more, so that we've gifted them some shadow balls so that they could now go home and practice some skills on their own, just using any wall, get their rugby better for when we come back from lockdown.
Also joining in was one of the future legends who has come up through the VUCA Rugby and Ikawe weeks and played Grant Como week for the Falca, Nande Manduna. The Kempton Park Hoërskool learner captured the hearts of Jacaranda FM listeners last year, especially that of Wimpy Karelse, who through his successful auction bid of 100,000 Rand helped transform the living conditions and life of Nande and his family. Nande is now giving back in his own way to help inspire the current crop of VUCA players.
I believe everyone wants to live a good life, but it's not everyone that has the privilege to live a good life. But that's why we have people like you to be there for us. So God bless you with everything, and just be yourself and love life.
Wimpy is one awesome guy that has helped someone that has been in need of something that couldn't have been given by anyone else. And yet here he was sent by God to sponsor us with what he has sponsored us with. And we are still deeply grateful for that. And yes, I've seen him when we were at Kempton Park at my school when we were doing another shoot, and that was awesome. We had a nice chat about the future and business and so on, and it was great, and I really enjoy his company. I believe that in order for you to always keep yourself intact, you have to tell yourself and set your mindset, and you have to set your mindset straight to what you want, and it all starts in your mind. So my motivation is quite simple. Every time I feel like giving up, I just remember the wise words of the great The Rock Johnson. He's a great motivator for me, because the way he speaks, the way he is, it's just a great motivation. So even though he does not play rugby, but his motivation in life in general, it gives me a good mindset of knowing what I should do, knowing when I feel a certain way. And one word that keeps me going is focus. Focus, focus, focus. Because you can lose yourself in anything in this life. There's a lot of temptations everywhere, and there's a lot of people that want to throw you off and so on and so on. Not everyone wants to see you succeed. But if you focus on what you want, if you focus on the things that you have been taught and keep that in mind and keep moving forward, nothing will stop you. During this lockdown, things have been a little bit tough, but because we didn't get a chance to play rugby this whole year, only 2 games, that's not enough for any rugby player, but it's okay. we're looking forward to the next season. During this lockdown, I know it's been tough, especially mentally, because everything that has been happening, you had to be mentally strong. You had to motivate yourself all the time to not give up on your dreams. And my dreams, looking into the future, I have plans to go to UJ, to Wits or any other university, and those are my goals because right now at the moment, I feel as if those are the kind of opportunities that will bring me to where I want to be eventually. The Kawa Week has been a special event in my life, and it's one thing I'll never forget because it has really developed me in many ways that I thought it would never actually happen. And as a player, starting from the bottom and working my way up, it's a good progress, and I always look down and humble myself to all the people and all the things that has been happening in my life, and I look forward, striving into the future positively and hoping that everything will go well.
His determination and positivity is an example to all, and we wish Nande all the best for his future, both on and off the field.